Well, hello, my YouTube friends. So, are any of you guys buying damaged coins? I mean, like purposely buying damaged coins to get them at a steep discount. And by damaged coins, I mean Morgan dollars, with the intent of getting a steep discount, getting them at or below melt. All my coins are collectors, so they all have they're not way above melt. They're at a huge premium. This one's listed at $95. I don't remember if I got a discount on it or not. Got a nice little coloring to it. And so if you get them slabbed, then of course, you're getting collector's items. And if they're common dates, then, they'll be, they won't be damaged, but you still got to pay attention. And so I've been moving this real fast like that because I don't want you to see until the moment. But look at that bird's chest. Look at that gouge right on his chest right there. Who knows what caused that? It doesn't appear to be a scrape, right? Because there's no like sideways lines in it. Maybe, I don't know. Who knows, right? I don't know. Did a coin land on it at just that right angle, just that spot to leave that mark? Whatever happened to it, if I can make this thing work, it didn't seem to bother the graders. Still got a 64 on it. So, I have been known to buy damaged coins, though not intentionally. Although sometimes, yeah, it's worn out. So this stacking Morgan dollars, I'm going to go ahead and say that's an unusual way to do it, a niche way to do it, or something, not very many people do it. Correct me if I'm wrong. If I get 55 comments saying, yeah, I stack Morgans, and I mean stack them, not collect them. So there's a chance that I'm missing the boat, right? And I wanted to find out if it makes financial sense, if it's really, is it a good idea? And by that I mean, is it a good idea for me, where I live, and with the businesses that I do business with? Right? Because everyone's going to say in the comments, oh, yeah, man, my coin shop. Yeah, okay, yeah, I know. So, but I got receipts. Okay. So I wanted to find out if it made sense for me. Because, maybe I am missing the boat. So this receipt is dated January 2nd. Up here by my thumb, spot price was $29.61. You can see right here, I bought a 5-gram gold bar. You saw that already. $451. I was not planning to spend $450 when I walked into the store that day. Okay. But I already told you about that. You know how those guys are, man. They're dastardly plans. I bought 2 1-ounce silver bars with the extension price being $32.11. That's spot plus $2.50. And a 1/10 ounce silver round for $4, so $39.50 an ounce for fractional silver. That's a waste of money right there. That's ridiculous. And 1 cull Morgan dollar sign for $26.50. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Before we do the math real quick. So I saw this in there, and I should have passed on it, right? I should have just let it go because I only needed one. I wanted to buy a worn out Morgan and a 1-ounce round at the same time so that the comparison would be valid, right? And then, but when I looked in there, and the lights are like real bright, right? When they're doing this, and right now I'm zoomed in. Let's zoom out. So yeah, it's damaged. Someone cleaned it like there's no tomorrow. Plus, see that serial number 1783? Someone pounded that in with the hammer because it's bent. All right, and I just saw a video from Silverstruck where one of his favorites is a U.S. Silver Corp, and it don't have any numbers pounded into it right there. So I should have left that one behind, but shame on me. So I should have just walked out of there with this one, because these are the two 1 ounce silver bars that I purchased. This one has some nice color, right? And generally, if the devices, I guess, the color is worn off the devices, but the color remains in the fields, then that's one indication that it's a more natural toning effect. So this one has some okay color, no damage on it. Maybe a little tiny bit on the corner right there. Right, it hasn't been cleaned harshly. It does have a serial number that doesn't bend it, right? It's not pounded in there. And look at that, almost a radar, 070050, right? And almost a binary. If that 5 was a 7 or vice versa, would have been a nice binary radar serial number. I mean, that would have added to the premium right there. But no, Southridge Refining couldn't do that for me. Okay, so that's the other one. So these I paid, remember, we're going to get to this, $32.11. Okay, so here's the Cull Morgan dollar that I bought. And when I walked in there and I told the girl, hey, I need a worn out Morgan silver dollar, the worst one you have, the most terrible condition, half destroyed, holes drilled in it, some kid filing on it 85 years ago, dog bites on it, got ran over in the parking lot. I need the worst, the most horrible coin in the entire store. And when she looked at me, and I go, yes, there's a reason for this. And she's like, okay, well, and then she went off and she came back with this. And she said this was the worst one, because they do have a small bin with Cull Morgans in it. And I said, well, I don't know. I can still see the word Liberty in there. I mean, don't you have a worse one? She says, no, that's the worst one. And then George, he came along and, I told him the same thing. He went off and came back with a, what's that other one? The girl with her mouth open, that mouth breathing girl. But they had a hole drilled in it. But other than that, it was in good condition. So I said, no, I'll take that one. So $26.50 for this one. Okay, and where's that? And I got a 1/10 on, oh, here it is. Just, and I used it as a thumbnail on a previous video. And it's from a minting company. You can see at the bottom, AU Minting. 1/10 ounce Freedom. So I bought that for whatever reason, I don't know. Felt like wasting money. But see, that's one of the things. Okay, buy what you want to buy. Do what you want to do with your own money. Okay, just like this. Okay, oh, that's cute. Let me buy that. All right. So if you want to buy these, buy them. But I would say have a reason for what you're doing. Okay, know the reason and be honest with yourself, right? I would say do the math. Do the math and see if you really are getting them at or below melt value. Okay, because that's what we're going to check right now. And of course, melt value always has to do with the melt value at the moment, because spot price changes, as we all know. Okay, so here's my digital scale, and let's zero it out. And you're going to set at grams right there. You can barely see it, but yeah, it's at grams. Okay, so let's start with a good condition Morgan. And so I looked in my small collection for one of my better ones that's raw, and they came out with this one. Has some nice toning on it, nice subtle toning. somebody socked her in the jaw, but that may have been a coin bouncing off her jaw also. All right, little kind of orangish, nothing on the edge. The same toning on this side. Okay, so let's see how much this one weighs. $26.77. And so I'm going to tell you that I thought I did the math here. Okay, we'll do it real quick because it needs to be done. All right, so let me see here. 26. Uh-oh, now 78. 0.78 times 0.9 equals, wow, 24.1. Okay, that seems kind of high. Zero. Okay, here's that Morgan. $26.77. Let's do the math again. Okay, 26.77 times 0.9 equals actual silver weight. 24.093. Just on that hundredth of a gram gave us a tenth of a gram right there. Anyways, so I think it's safe to say that 24.1 or 24.11, or that's about the most silver you're going to get in any Morgan dollar. Okay, we'll call it 24 grams. Okay, now let's see how much this one weighs. 24.43. Okay, on that one, I did do the math. So here's the formula to find your actual silver weight. Gross weight times purity equals actual silver weight. 24.4443. It's going to be close. So that coin has 21.98, almost 22 grams of actual silver weight. Okay, now here's how to get your price. Whatever price you paid divided by actual silver weight is your price per gram. Okay, I paid $26.50. $24. Yeah, okay, yeah. So there's my actual silver weight, 21.98. There's my actual silver weight. Price divided by weight equals $1.20 per gram for this thing right there. Okay, now these right here were $32.11, and I did the math already. We know that they're 31.1 grams. Price divided by weight equals price per gram, $1.03 per gram. So the random generic bars are cheaper than the slicked out Morgan. Okay, so that does not make sense to me. That doesn't help me. That's not right. That's not going to help me at all. And so you guys or anyone that chooses to stack Morgans, I mean, go ahead, do whatever you want. It's not wrong, to buy these, but just, do the math. Be honest with yourself, because in my opinion, there's another issue. When it comes time to sell, and I did the math again, okay, so this thing right here has 0.70, has almost 71 hundredths of an ounce. So less than 3/4, right? There's 1/4 ounce, right? It has like 10 of these, or no, 7 of these. But these, you can look at them and you can know exactly what they are, and you can do the math in your head and see what, you know, what the melt value is, right? You walk up to someone with this, hey, look, this is 7/10 of a gram. Be like, okay, sure, or 7/10 of an ounce. Okay, is it even real? You know, is it fake? Am I getting scammed here? I bought an 1812 capped bust, and I had it graded for a friend. And the whole time, I didn't even know if it was real. It came back genuine, cleaned, but I couldn't even tell if it was real. When, you know, someone walked up to you, would you know it's real just by looking at it? I mean, you wouldn't really know that this is real either, but at least it's more recognizable, in my opinion. Would you presume this is real? You know, would this be easier to sell? Because then you know that it's a 1 ounce, and you can get the spot price immediately. If someone told you this, you didn't have a scale, you didn't have a magnetic tester, you know, you'd be going, trying to ping it. So, all right, I just wanted to run that test and see how it would go. It doesn't go very well for me. Your situation may be different. So, all right, my friends, you have a good day.